And welcome back, Firewood addicts, to another episode of Travis Does Firewood. Today we got a new saw. Let's unbox it. Do it. Go! So yeah, this is my new saw, and I'm doing like a semi unboxing. I unboxed the saw for that snippet that you saw in a previous video as like a teaser, so it's out of the box. But what it came with, well, first let me get, what is this saw? So this is a Holtz Pharma, or a Farmer Tech GS 72 XP Pro, and it's the what's this called? The carbon fiber version, with the carbon fiber top and handle, and it looks fancier. And there's other per the manual, there's other items that make it fancier. So why this saw is the way it is. So this is apparently a third gen of this clone saw. So this is a clone saw made in China. These clone saws are very, very popular, and a lot of folks out there have done unboxing, have used these, have showcased them. A lot of people have problems with them. I think a lot of you viewers in the episode saying, no, don't buy a clone saw or knockoff or Chinese crap, buy legit stuff. Well, this is a fraction of the price, and if it breaks down, I can find parts and put them on. I can do that and put them on either their aftermarket or OEM, because if I understand correctly, this is a clone, so I can slap on better parts if need be. At the moment, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to get this running, and we're going to use it. So this is arguably a clone saw of one of the best saws ever made, the Husqvarna 372 XP. So this saw is going to run what the manual is saying, 70 to 71 cc's. So yeah, I have upgraded to a bigger and better cc saw, a 70 cc saw. Here she is in all her glory. This thing is definitely a beast. It came with this sewn skid plate that was located on the bottom. It kind of got messed up, scratch part in transit, kind of scuffed up when they went to test it, then drained it. So I mean, it is what it is in terms of the saw. I think she looks gorgeous. It's definitely gonna be a nice tool. I'm excited. I got a bigger, better saw to run on the channel, and I pay for this. Now this is on sale. So a buddy of mine, I'm not gonna name names because he has a channel, but he's been on my podcast. He twisted my arm to buy the saw. I know he knew I was looking, but I didn't have the full financial means to buy it. But he sent me the link, said, Travis, you need this. So it's on sale. And then when you go to check out, they say if you're a part of the Farmer Tech, whatever Facebook group, then you get an extra, like you get a promo code for more money off. So I did that, and I got it. I will leave that promo code down below, because I think that Facebook group for Farmer Tech is nonsense. But if you want, I think the saw is still on sale. But if you want that code, I'll leave it in the description below, so you don't need to be a part of the Facebook group. You can just use that code and get, I don't know, an extra 5% off or some other discount off, which will pay for tax basically. But then what got me was the shipping, because I've read horror stories of people getting it a regular speed delivery that could take upwards of like 45 days to get there, from on a shipping container, or a barge, or a ship from China to come over I'm not gonna wait more than a month for a saw. What? Maybe it's because of my generation wanting things here and now and not having a very long attention span. But I don't know. So I paid for the speedy. So I paid for the speedy delivery, and I got here, I don't know, within like 10 days or 2 weeks or something like that. Anyway, it was fast. I mean, I paid a premium for it, but it got here, and it got here in one piece. Now, I've heard also stories of saws that you get them brand new and they're from like a bad batch, and they're junk, they're garbage, they don't run, or they don't stay running. Other people who had really good luck and their saws has lasted a long time. Yes, they may have needed to replace certain parts, etc. But it's hit and miss. So I hope with my luck and with the channel that the Firewood gods have shined down upon me, and I was sent a good saw that will run and be well maintained and be good for my yard and for the channel. So I guess fingers crossed. But anyway, let's get into the unboxing part. So on the bottom came with this the aluminum skid plate. This is on the bottom to protect it from when it was being shipped. In the box, came with the plate here. Let's open this up. Come on, clutch cover. Open you up. See how sexy you look. Ooh-wee. This is gonna be nice. This is gonna be great. I'm super excited that I was talked into buying this saw. But ooh, yeah, that's the carbon fiber clutch cover. Look at that bad boy, or at least it's painted that color, right? It looks like it looks fancy, and I appreciate that the tensioner is on the outside and not in the inside, right? That's what we want to see. That's what we want on our saws. So that's the clutch cover, paperweight. I got this jug. So the manual says that this wants to be run at 32 to 1 mixed fuel ratio. I'm not gonna do that. I ran my Pinkway at the manufacturer's suggested or required ratio, and that was smoky. I got smoke show on that saw. So I'm not gonna do that. I believe I'm going to run this straight like I do my other saws. We're gonna go 50 to 1 on this bad boy, and I hope I don't ruin the saw. So that's what we're gonna do. So we got this mixed fuel canner measure doodah. I probably won't use that. I was looking at this thing and I'm like, well, where are the dogs? But they did come with dogs. Okay, they did come. The only thing the saw did not come with, at least per what I see here, is a bar. I'll get to the bar in a second, and I'm excited about the bar. The bar is gonna kick my butt. I will see. Did not tell you now. So we got this one bar, or the dogs, and then another set. You can see that or not here. So one and two. In this bag we got a small wrench, or the two bolts for the clutch cover. Yep, 2 bolts. It turns around. So we got the bolts. So I got 1 bolt here, and we got 2 bolts. I appreciate when clutch covers have more than 1 bolt. It's the ones that have 1 bolt that's like, that's kind of cheesy, right? So I appreciate the 2 bolts at least. Hardware for screws for the dogs, I think. Yeah. Allen wrenches. We'll do some tightening in a minute of everything. And then of course we got our multi-tool. So that thing is huge. This thing looks massive. Why is it so big? I appreciate that the slot is small, where you can use this as a chain in the chain guide to clean it. And last but not least, the handle, which in my limited knowledge of chainsaws, I believe this is the half wrap and not a full wrap. Full wrap would be more so, but anyway, the handle. So let's put this bad boy together, shall we? Alright, so it may seem like I don't know what I'm doing. Well, you would be correct. I'm not claiming to be a professional expert on chainsaws. I am not. So I put together my Pinkway, and I'm putting together this Hostforma. I literally had to YouTube the dogs. So what I did was that it came with the silver, where is it? The silver set with the dog. I don't know, I'll put it somewhere. But this was the other version. So I just put out the chain safety. What was this called? Anyway, put this on that one. So that's the dog for this side. Now for the other set of dogs, apparently it goes on the clutch cover. Oh, that's great. So I never had a saw with dogs on a clutch cover before. Was that the same with the original Husky? It was literally on the clutch cover like this. Does not make any sense to me. Like, why would you reef on the clutch cover when you're having a dog in? I don't know. Am I way off here? Am I wrong? Anyway, so apparently you're supposed to attach this to the clutch cover. There's a small little hole right here. Well, I don't know where that screw went because it's microscopic. Maybe it didn't come across the boat or not. And I tried to, because I want to run the saw. I bought it. I want to run it, and I want to run and I want to run it now. So I tried the various screws in my garage, and I tried like the outlet cover screw, and it was working. And then I turned it and I torqued it too much, and now it's stuck in the cover. So that's awesome. Brand new saw, and the clutch cover is dog. So what I'm going to end up doing is each time I take off the clutch cover to adjust the chain or new bar or whatever, I'm going to have this just going to be floating and just be attached when I put it on the bar rod. So that's awesome. So for this machine, it can run various bar lengths. Let's see here. It says 20, 25. Did they make a 25-inch bar? I think they meant 24-inch or 28. Well, big home, go home or go big, or what that saying is. I bought a 28-inch bar, the longest bar that I have ever pad. I'm used to 20-inch bars, so this is literally 8 inches longer than what I'm used to. So, and it's definitely heavier. This is definitely gonna add some weight. This is a Neotech bar, one of the cheapest I could find. Just to get this thing ripping and roaring, I may go lighter. Obviously, when you get lighter bars, you're going to be more money, but it will be nice to run a longer bar. So, but when I got sent Tony's Ported Echo to try out, which I'm grateful for, and look, the bar, the nose, the tip weren't spinning very good. So I know I need to upgrade on my tools and all that stuff. So even this one wasn't very good. So it should just be like ring 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 ring, right? So like frustrating. So I bought an oiler, like a tip oiler. So we're going to try to oil this so the darn thing will spin. Is this how you use it? How many times do you need to click it? Is it only once? And then do the other side, right? Oh, hey, it's spitting out. Oh, good lord. Hang on, let me get a towel. Alright, clean up this mess. I don't want grease everywhere. This is literally grease. Cool. So this, in theory, this should spin better. You want your tip to spin and not be hindered by anything else. How many times do you need to do this? Maybe I should have YouTubed this before I did this. It's a pretty cool toy though. So at least this is something. I mean, am I off on this? Shouldn't this like spin a lot faster, freer, better? Maybe I'm working in the grease now. It's better, but I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Anyway, a new 20-inch bar. 28-inch, and then I got the chain. You can buy their name brand. I didn't think about it when I bought it. It didn't come with it, so I need to buy another one. So here's the chain. So let's slap this bad boy on before I put gas and bar oil in it, and hopefully this will start. Alright, viewers, subscribers, people of interest, looking at me like I'm nuts. It's put together. I checked out the air filter, the carb. On another video I noticed, and then this one too, the the choke was not connected to the little linkage, so make sure that you check that, so you're not having to reef on the cord and nothing is happening because the choke is not engaged. I noticed that when you do the choke and then you do the trigger, the choke does not automatically go in, so you need to do manually. I think the chain brake is a little bit tough when you first get it. Hope that will be less in the future. it's all lubed up, it's all fueled up. I got the bar on, the chain is tight enough. She glides on there. Come on. She glides, so that's good. I hope I didn't ruin it by this log dog screw that I sheared off by over torquing it. Did I ruin my saw? You let me know. Should have had someone who was professional put this together? You let me know. Am I an idiot for buying this and trying to put it together myself? You let me know in the comments. Be as harsh or as friendly as you want to be. Again, I'm just a guy. Just a guy with YouTube channel, trying to do firewood as a side hustle and sharing my knowledge as I move along. I'm not an expert, but if you want to rail me down below, go and feel the need. But it's okay. First impressions. It's heavier than what I'm used to. Putting on the handle, I noticed that it's a lot of pieces are going into plastic. Was that an original one a few years ago? I don't know. I know this one here is a little longer than the other ones. I have at least one extra one. I don't know if that is good or bad. Oh, sorry, 2 extras. My bad. So I guess if I lose them, I have 2 extras. So I'll put that in my handy pouch. That will go. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So this is the original dog that came with the safety roller doodah. I don't know chainsaw parts. You all correct me down below. But anyway, I took off the roller and put on the bigger dog. So now the dogs, both sides are matching. This is the original one. I'll put that back in the little handy toolkit that I will probably never haul around with me, but maybe the first time, and then after that, probably never. I mean, it is cute though, isn't it? Little pouch. I got something similar from when I got the pink way. You can definitely tell that this was handled when they tested it. There's like wear marks on here. I don't know why there's wear marks here when they tested it and had to grind it down to empty it and fuel it. The bottom is all scuffed up already. That was there when I got it. That's during their manufacturing phase, I assume, because it came with this little, like I mentioned, this little guard for the bottom for shipping. 3rd gen, and I put on the 28-inch bar, longest bar I've ever had. So I noticed that there's no primer bulb, which I like. I don't know, maybe that's like the juvenile opinion of saws. I prefer having a the primer bulb, so I know fuel is getting to the saw, to the carb, so it will start. So let's try to start this puppy up. Oh, wait a minute, I'm noticing my fuel is leaking. Why is my fuel leaking? Let's make sure this is tightened. I want to get in the habit of hand tightening these but if I need to one more turn, a little bit quarter turn or whatever, 1/8 of a turn with your scratch or whatever, do that. I went ahead and checked out all the other screws and bolts to make sure they're tightened. I mean, they're going to plastic, so don't reef on them. I got some oil on the muffler, so hopefully that won't burn too bad. Let me do another little swipe here. Oil on the muffler is not good. It's not, you don't want that. But the chain, the chain looks pretty sharp. I'm not gonna touch it right now. Gullet looks okay. The rakers are, I mean, fine for now. So let's go with that for now. So I checked the inside the carb. There's nothing in there. Checked the fuel filter, look fine. I like having these brackets that can clip on and off, as opposed to having to do with your scratch to like undo them. I think that's really nice. I mean, this just looks like a sexy saw, though, doesn't it? With this carbon fiber paint job, it just looks super cool. It's different than the orange, different from the blues that you see on these saws. So well, let's try to get this thing fired, shall we? Ooh, that even sounds beefy when I go to reef on it. You have the compression valve right here, in, out, so in case, whatever, but so far, I'm just gonna leave it. Oh, it popped. You hear that? It popped. Ooh, ooh, baby, ooh, baby. Do you hear that? So the trigger response is good. Definitely sounds like a monster. My camera died, but it was running for a few minutes, just idling. I don't know. You let me know if you could hear when I went from idle to full throttle. Do you need to adjust? I need to get a tachometer. I know I do, but let me know if you have the ear for it. If I need to adjust the high or low or the idle, please. I know I need to adjust the pink way, but I don't know. So I have 50 to 1 in this machine. 50 to 1. The manual says either 25 or 32 to 1 mixture. I don't know if they're confused or whoever's reading it, what mixture they're gonna go to. I don't know. Did I ruin this machine by starting off with 50 to 1? You let me down in the comments, did I ruin this machine? So, now that we know, she's heavy beast. I'm sure this bad boy is thirsty. I know the reservoirs for both the bar oil and the fuel, those are quite large, which I appreciate, but I'm sure this thing is gonna go through a butt ton of fuel. So, I don't know, did you come here to watch me ruin this saw? Did you come here to watch me unbox it? Or did you come for me all three, including running this bad boy? Right now, I don't have any rounds or logs or any wood worthy of this 28-inch bar and the 70cc saw. So let's go for a joyride, go to the arborist yard, and see if they'll let me cut up some stuff. We'll load a few chunks in my truck, not a full load, just a few things just to try out this new saw. You'll come along? Yeah? Let's do it, rock and roll. Ooh, baby. All right, so we're here on location. Truck just in. I just checked in with the office lady and make sure that it was okay that I was here. And I mentioned to her that before I left on my vacation, I saw a new load of wood. And I drove by just now and I mentioned to her that maybe someone was at it and she wasn't sure. Maybe there's staff members that don't need to check in with her. But anyway, this is the new load that I saw. And there is some straight grain wood in here. Unfortunately, she believes and I concur that I think this stuff is cottonwood. So I smelled it. It smelled disgusting. So, I mean, and I have access to cottonwood at the other place, which is, it is what it is. But for demonstration purposes, this will suit me fine. I'm not gonna load up the truck full, just a few pieces, but I want to test the new saw. You know, when you get something new, you want to run it. You want to run it right now. Other wood here, I believe, this looks like some cedar. In here, this brown here looks like it's good to go, just to take with me and go. I'll probably noodle that. So, but there's some decently good pieces in here. Granted, it is cottonwood, but this is a big tree. I mean, look at this bark. That's some thick. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's cottonwood. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. So let's get sorted up, let's get set up, and let's try out the new saw. So we are back in the woodyard. I was just on a FaceTime call with Brandon up in Alaska. You saw that interview on the podcast. Trying to dial in the carb. I'm not an expert, but he was able to help me to adjust the high and the low. We think we got it covered where it's not gonna bog. So that was the issue with me bogging in. I told him what I was cutting, and that may have been a factor. Definitely I had a bunch of noodles in the clutch cover. I'm sure inside by the clutch there's a bunch of noodles in there, which I had the experience with the last time I was cutting cottonwood. You saw the episode when I used the Porta Deco and my Pinkway. So first impressions, I think it has enough power for me. I think getting into 80 or 90, which is common amongst firewood channels or firewood folk, I think is too much for me. I think the power of this saw is gonna take some time to get used to, especially with the longer bar. Definitely an interesting saw. Per Brandon, this is like one of the best. It's the original saw was one of the best saws that were made, and this clone is as close as the original. So I'm excited to own something that is as popular and hopefully going to run well and last a long time, while paying a fraction of the price for a saw as opposed to the original or something that has been remade. So I think I need to definitely address the chain. I don't think I hit the ground, but it's gonna, like I said, I mean, to get used to how long the bar is. That's definitely 8 inches is a lot when it comes to a bar, at least in my opinion. Ben was telling me that he runs a 24, but he's cutting differently than I am. But he agrees that a 28 is good for what I'm doing in terms of wood. So I feel comfortable now after I was able to FaceTime with Brandon for a minute to kind of dial in, adjust the carb. That's just one of those things where you have to either have someone help you or learn it or go to a shop to make sure that your carb is dialed in, to make sure that it's running properly. So I hope that fixed the issue. One of the things that Brandon was telling me then initially is we took off the cover and the air filter and made sure that the trigger, not the choke, but the trigger couldn't be extended further. So that wasn't the case. So that may have been an issue on some saws. So I hope I got a good saw and not a batch of a lemon or a dud. And if I got a dud, then the fire gods did not smile on me today, but I'm hoping that the fire gods did shine their bright fiery light onto my woodyard, my woodyard, and they gifted me a solid saw. So I hope that you will see this in future episodes. I got some more cutting to do. I didn't have a lot of wood in the woodyard, which is why I had to go to the arborist location, and you saw the yield just now in the back of my truck. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Was it worth the time, worth the effort? Should I have gone with OAM, the original? Should I have not upgraded and stayed with my 460 and the 63? Yeah, initial thoughts. Definitely, there's been a whole bunch of these review videos and unboxing and horror stories and success stories. This is not that. This is just adding to my chainsaw arsenal. I guess I'm asking, was this a good decision on my part to go this route so I can be more efficient and effective in cutting? So in terms of time-wise cutting, 60 cc's versus 70, in my opinion, is a big enough difference to be faster and worth the money and effort to upgrade the saw. So for those of you that were complaining that I need to upgrade, here you go, folks. So Sorry I changed. Just a quick interjection. Wait, don't go anywhere. Hang on a second. Before I sign off, let me say something. I just wanted to confirm. I'm in my truck. I need to find the keys. Where are my keys? There it is. Okay. I had a sale for Firewood today when I was filming at the house, and I wanted to check it. Anyway, my wife wants to start mowing, so she bought herself a battery operated lawnmower from Costco, and since we were gone, the lawn was too long for her, and it died. The batteries died halfway through. So I had to finish it with my John Deere with the Kawasaki engine. So yeah, I just got 40 bucks from the Firewood stand. It's the guy bought a rack of the bonfire wood, and then 2 racks, or two bundles of firewood. This is the guy. If you're from Washington State, specifically from the west of the mountains, on the west side of the Cascades, if you know where Ocean Shores is, and you know where's Snohomish County, this guy has like a timeshare or a cabin or some sort of condo at Ocean Shores, and it's literally on the ocean, right? And he bought a cord for like $320, and the wood was crappy, and it just never dried. It's always moist there from the moist sea air coming onto his firewood, and the wood never dries. So he literally he lives near me, and he'll literally buy from my firewood stand like a rack or 2, and then drive all the way from Snohomish County to Ocean Shores on the coast, several hours with this weight, because he can't find good wood locally there. It's just interesting and funny. It's humbling, like, that I have that good a quality wood that he would commute or to ferry that wood from my yard to where he's going that far away. If I can get an hour, I'll go on Google Maps and kind of show you like where or how long that is. Anyway, the point of the interjection before I sign off is the title of the video is going to be something to the tune of, did I ruin the new chainsaw? And that's twofold. Did I mess it up with the clutch cover dogs, that little screw? Did I mess that up that way? And apparently, per Brandon Pro Saws, that's a common thing of having the other set, or the dual set, the second pair of the dogs being on the clutch cover. New to me, so the more you know. Second thing, by running 50 to 1 right away and not 32 or 25, cool car, bro. Cool car. What was I saying? Pretty nice common thing. No. Fuel mix. I didn't run 25 to 1. I didn't run 32 to 1. I went straight to 50 to 1. Did I ruin the saw by not breaking it in and just throwing my Red Armor Echo fuel mix that's 50 to 1? Did I mess up the saw? So, just to confirm what the title and the thumbnail means, you let me know your thoughts. Anyway, I appreciate you tuning in. Life's too short to be a prick, so be kind, stay safe, rock and roll, keep cutting. Cheers.